What's up, everybody? It's Legal Tender. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the vote. I have a Numismatic piece that I want to share with you because it was asked about in previous episodes. So I got it out to make a new episode. As always, I want to start off by thanking everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. If you are a fan of Numismatics, if you're a fan of paper currency, if you are just getting into the hobby of Numismatics, stay rocking with me, stay rocking with the channel. Every Tuesday is Legal Tender Tuesday, and I will be making a new episode every week speaking about something new, different, or interesting within the realm of Numismatics. If you have any questions, comments, or input, please put it down in the comment section. I read everything and I respond back as soon as possible. Throughout this episode, if I say something that isn't 100% accurate or it's a little different from what you know, please let me know via the comments. I will go back, hit the books, and make sure that I have the right information moving forward. And to caveat off that, I really do hit the books because on a few previous episodes, it has been brought to my attention that I have been speaking incorrect information regarding star notes or replacement notes. So if it's wrong, tell me. And like I said, if you could cite me a source, I will reference that source. But tell me if I'm wrong. That's the only way my knowledge of Numismatics will grow. And then that way I will speak about it more accurately in the future. All right, with that being said, let's get into today's episode. All right, so the piece that I got that I will be talking about today is I'm gonna be doing some moving around. Still no production team. It is just me. So, all right, let's see if we could do it. All right, so this is the Numismatic piece that I will be speaking about today. Now, as you can see, it looks like a regular $1 bill. But it's more than that. It is actually currency from all over the world that makes that Mosaic piece. Now, let me go into my little notes right fast. There are 180 currencies recognized as legal tender in the United Nations, member states, UN General Assembly, non-member observer states, partially recognized or unrecognized states, and their dependencies. And right here, I'm doing it weird. How am I going to do this? There we go. I'm gonna move around in a minute. And right there, if you could see it, I'm gonna zoom in. Like I said, I'm gonna start moving around in a second. So hold on 1 second. Okay. Now we got the glare from the background. Well, the shades. Hold on 1 second. All right, that's about the best I could do. I'm gonna move up on it in a minute to zoom in a little bit more. Now, like I said, there are 180 countries within the United Nations, and they said that there are 130 that have currency that is identified or recognized as legal tender. I'm pausing it again. Like I said, no production team, so bear with me. Hopefully it flows well. All right, we're back. It's gonna be a choppy episode. For that, I apologize. All right, so as I try to hold this camera and cite my notes. All right, however, excluding the pegged fixed exchange rate currencies, there are only 130 currencies that are independent or pegged to a currency basket. All right. Now, as you look at it, I'll try to identify some currency as well. Like I say, this is a Mosaic piece, and a Mosaic piece is the book definition as I read it This is definitely a two-person team right here, a two-person event, but that's all we got. Let's see right there. Photo Mosaic by Robert Silvers. Even his name is tied in with Numismatics, and Numismatics is anything regarding currency, coins, or precious metals. All right, a mosaic piece. Mosaic is a pattern or image made of small, regular or irregular pieces of colored stone, glass, or ceramic, held in place by plaster, mortar, and covering a surface. Mosaics are often used as floor and wall decoration. However, they were popularized in the ancient Roman world. Mosaic today includes not just murals and pavements, but also artwork, as we see right here, hobby crafts, and industrial and construction forms. All right, that's all we got for notes. So I'll be walking up and zooming in on certain pieces. And like I said, I would try to identify parts that can be identified on a dollar bill, because looking back at it, as you stand back, it just looks like a $1 bill. We have, hold on one second. Now, as you see a $1 bill, you see the one in all four corners. We have the denomination at the bottom. It looks like the serial number, well, it don't look like serial numbers right here, right there in both locations. We got the signatures, no, series here, right there, signatures right there, and we have the obligation up top. Along with the vignette in the center, we also have the Federal Reserve seal right there, and we have the Treasury seal right here. So some great detail went into this piece, and let's see if we could walk up on it and see the actual currency that composes this note. That looks like those are the eyes of Queen Elizabeth. So now we got euros covered. This makes up the one in the lower right corner. We see different currencies, different currency types, different denominations. You see vignettes of people. If you see any currency that you have or you can identify, timestamp it and let me know via the comments, because it's a lot of foreign currency and I do not know all of them. $500 bill, denomination right there. Seen something that said Cinco. Looking at the vignette. $1 bill for the eye. That chin right there, that may belong to Hiram Grant. You can find him on a $50 US currency. We zoom back out. We see George Washington coming into focus. The first president and commander in chief. Serial numbers right there. Let's zoom in on that. Like I said, I got this a very, very long time ago, in my early 20s. And seen it in the mall, forget exactly how much I paid for it, but I've always been a fan of currency. Not money, but just currency. There's a story behind it. And I made an episode speaking about what got me into numismatics. And I've actually achieved that goal with everything that I want via my collection. Now I'm just an enthusiast of the hobby. And I just want to share my love of numismatics with the masses and my other numismaticians. Yeah, this piece right here will always stay within the vault. It'll always stay in the collection. And this is definitely within my top 5 cherished numismatic pieces. And this is right, something else I wanted to speak about, paper money. Now this here is a satire. And the reason I say it is a satire because a satire is the use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or follies. And the reason I'm saying that it is a satire, paper money. And we all know that money isn't made of actual paper. It is a blend of 75%, 25%, 75% cotton and 25% linen. So that is why I say that that is it's a satire. It's a fun little thing. And down there it even speaks photo mosaic. So I don't know how many images it took to make that note or to make this image, but it was a lot. And like I said earlier, a mosaic is a bunch of smaller pieces placed together to make one larger piece. And it made paper money. Please excuse the glare, but no production team. But yeah, I wanted to share this piece with you. A previous episode, someone asked to see it, and this is what we got. Like I say, I will always speak about anything new, different, or interesting regarding paper currency. And this is the definition of that right there. This is definitely different. It's interesting. And it is speaking about numismatics, paper currency. So this is supposed to be the Federal Reserve District A. And that is Boston. All right, that is all we got. I was gonna play some music and everything, but doing the lighting and the grafting, I couldn't get to the music, but that's what we got. All right, if you've seen any pieces that you have, put it down in the comments and educate me a little bit more of what country it is and what denomination you have. And what are some interesting numismatic items that you have within your collection? All right, that's all we got for this one. Until next time, keep it legal, keep it tender. Talk to you soon. What'd you think of the episode?